I'm very happy, and I really celebrate that we now have, since December last year, to 2025, we have the new law, the new register obligation for Andalucia too. Years ago, already in 2010, it started in Catalonia, afterwards Valencia and Baleares. And as GIPE, we were able to register all the agents which were member of GIPE. We were able to register them as long as they complied with the regulation and the demands. Yeah.
I know that GIPE is for a long time lobbying at the Junta Andalusia to make real estate as a profession. And I think this is a turning point for our industry, that end of 2025, a new law came out. What do you think, how this is going to shape the market? Will it be really mandatory for real estate agents to be registered, or just something that maybe will fade away? What do you think? What do you expect?
It will really be compulsory and mandatory. And of course, the law has been passed in December 2025, and there is a period which the Junta de Andalucía has to set up the regulations, which could go up to a maximum of 2 years. But as far as we know, we have a very good, source within the Junta de Andalucía. It probably will be sooner, much sooner than that, than the 2 years. And I think that will help the market. As I said before, it will take a lot of these cowboys away. Market will become more serious, and that's where we have to work towards, because many years ago, a estate agent was a job which had a good, good respect. And over the years, it has become similar, sorry to say so to the people, a second-hand car dealer. And that's what we want to get rid of, this, yes.
This image, because currently here in the Costa del Sol, I had a personal experience when I went to an event where my husband was participating, and somebody asked me what I'm doing, and then I said I work in real estate. And then the conclusion that they made, they said, "Oh, you don't have a job." And I found that really, really interesting perception of how an outsider sees real estate as a profession. If you have nothing to do, if you don't have a job, why don't you become a real estate agent? So I'm grateful for the new law and the implementation.
There's many people who buy a house here, and once they have bought a house, they have this experience, and then they see themselves as a real estate agent. So they advertise in their home countries that they are agents because they have experience. The only experience they have is the property they bought themselves.
The new registration, will it solve all the problem here on the Costa del Sol?
No. I'm sure it will not solve all the problems, but it will solve the biggest problems and most of the problems. Of course, there will always be cowboys. There will always be clients who don't do their homework, so they just look for the cheap deal. And they probably will, as we say, burn their fingers on their deal because they don't work with registered agents. It will not solve all the problems, but it will solve a lot.
The majority. So you are saying it will solve majority of the problems.
If we manage to do that, we should be very happy already, yes.
How this mandatory registration will make things better?
Well, as you know, I always insist very much on consumer protection. And I think with this new registration, consumers will be much more protected, as we have to stick much serious. Well, the agents registered with GIPE, they have to stick to our code of ethics. We have the public liability insurance. We have to stick to the rules and the laws. We give them all the tools they need to work seriously and to comply with everything.
Where do you see the future of GIPE in here?
I think GIPE can, will, and have to have a big part in all this, as the Junta de Andalucía also requires that you should be registered in an association or somewhere. On the other hand, the GIPE is, for the moment, we are working very hard on it. You probably know best that we will give all our members all the tools and all the help they need to become serious professionals. We work very hard on our code of ethics. we do courses, we do events. So it's very important to become a member of GIPE, if only it is because of all the tools we will give our members.
Yeah, and to participate, to establish the industry standards, because GIPE is famous to have industry standards and very strict code of ethic.